Welcome back everyone, I'm The Depressed Dior and this is Touhou Soccer 2 sub-scenario. I did check the volume, it seemed a little loud so I turned it down a smidge. I can't influence the audio too much because put simply on the Windows little volume thing, that last video was at 10 and it's now at 7. And that's out of 100, so this game's actually kind of loud naturally. Anyway, there is no shop in this. Shop is only available in travel mode, which is kind of disappointing. But, alright, I think we're good to go. Let's go ahead and check our formation real quick. I hadn't really shown off any of the other stuff. You can change the order of your team, which can be useful for positioning. You can also set your defense type. I usually, you essentially got 3 defense types. Pressure means everyone chases the ball, no matter what position they're in. And counter type focuses more on keeping your position even if the opposing team has the ball. And then normal type is kind of just in between. I usually just go in between. That way my guys aren't just sitting there, but at the same time they don't exactly just break off position and leave openings, though they sometimes do anyway. As far as formations are concerned, you got multiple formations. Each of the formations have different shapes and different ways that your team will move. It also will give you bonuses based off those what formation you go with. Right now it's defaulting at Orthodox, which means you're going by a basic 4-3-3 soccer formation, which means you get 4 on defense, 3 in the middle, and 3 in midfield and 3 on offense. You're pretty much able to, it's a kind of an all-rounder, and it focuses on increasing your recovery rate, which is pretty good. It's usually what I defaulted to when I first started playing the game. You got Hakare type, which is a formation that puts the number 10 as the focal point, and the number 10's movement will just dictate the flow of the attack. But it's vulnerable to marking. I haven't explained marking yet. The big thing is I don't really know how this formation works. I just don't have any clue. It doesn't make any sense to me. You don't even really get any bonuses for doing it, so I don't use it. 2 top, a 3-5-2 formation, which means you get 5 in the middle. Focuses on midfield and defense. The 2 strikers and defensive midfielders attack and defend, and receive bonuses to air balls, which means they get bonuses to doing aerial shots. Catenaccio, a defense-oriented formation, excels in matches where you must prevent the other team from scoring. Hard to attack with as wing play is limited. The wings, for those who are not really familiar with soccer, is essentially people that go along the sidelines when they attack. Because there's, it's essentially flanking. You got the diamond formation. A formation focuses on attacks from the midfield. 3 players from the midfield attack and 1 defends. Midfielders receive bonuses during encounters, which means those 4 positions in the middle there are automatically getting bonuses in all encounters. Kind of an interesting formation, but it also means your offensive players are not as useful. Double wingers places 2 wing forwards with the center forward, and the 2 wing forwards will aim to score at critical times. The forwards receive bonuses for air balls. So this is specialized in using wingers, where you just run along the sideline and then pass to your centered forward, and let the center forward take care of everything else. I actually kind of like this formation. I like simply because of the shape it is. It seems to work rather well against the AI. They tend to run into it and run into my defensive line a lot, so not too shabby. And then you got V form, which is an attack formation. This is where the backline passes and the forwards backline's passes and the forwards dribbles will receive bonuses. However, there are no defensive bonuses whatsoever. So essentially it just means your forwards are really good at dribbling and your backline is really good at passing to your forwards. As far as what formation we will be using, I think we'll go with D form. We'll just go offense. Yeah, I think we're going to go offense, because we're not going to need air balls for this. Though it could be nice. Actually, yeah, let's go with double winger. Why not? Which means, now be sure you change your you take a look at your positions when you change something like this, because your main forward might not be 10, it might actually be 11 in this case. As for our defense, yeah, Cirno will stay at 4, which means she's all the way in the back, and Lily White will be in the middle, kind of help with defense. So there you go. Also, this is marking. What you can do with marking is you can make a player focus on a certain character, which can be pretty useful. What I'll probably do is have Cirno mark Wriggle. That means she will focus on covering Wriggle over everything else. So there we go. And we should be good to go. Let's go ahead and kick off. Our defense is better than theirs. I'll be relying on you two. I'll spin and stop them by any means. I'll punish everything with ice. Alright. Then you get the ball first. Now, while it shows all the dribbling on the main screen, what you actually need to focus on is on the map. And whatever number is flashing, that's the number you have control over. We're just gonna enter. And here's an encounter. You can either do nothing, which means they just go by you. Danmaku, which is a foul, and if you get caught, well, actually, if you succeed, it will be a penalty, and they'll get a penalty shot. But it can be useful if you just want to break up the offense in some form or fashion, because it means you pretty much have to reset everything whenever you do a foul. Tackle is essentially you try to stop them from dribbling. You're essentially predicting that they're going to dribble, and if you succeed, you'll get a bonus. And then intercepting means you're predicting that they'll pass and trying to intercept it. Even if you do an intercept and they dribble, there's still a chance that you could succeed in taking the ball. It's just not as reliable. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and intercept. There you go. And Wriggle decided to dribble. Okay. Alright. Okay. So that's a 1-2. What a 1-2 is you do a pass between two players. And what you do is you're passing to another player and they immediately pass back to you. But during that process, your player that did the 1-2 is also moving forward. So it's a way to kind of weave around the offense. Also, it generally has a slightly higher boost in pass than a normal pass, so it can be harder to intercept. I attempted to intercept it, but failed. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and tackle, and Cirno, you are gonna use facial icicle. Okay, Wriggle is dribbling. Oh, and failed. It's actually a special intercept, it's not really a special tackle. This is gonna suck. So, Wriggle has a high ball. And apparently she's gonna run it in. Wow. Fine, I will predict it's a dribble. Oh, it's a shot. But I catch it anyway. Okay. Okay, where are you, Aya? You're over here. I'm gonna pass it to my winger. Yeah, sometimes you can just weaken the shot, which is generally useless unless you do it like multiple times in a row, like if multiple players weaken the shot. Oh, something you can do whenever you're on offense or defense, you can hit the, in this case it's the C key, and you can open this up in this menu. If you have certain characters in your team, you can actually get more options, like you'll get special offense and defensive formations. In this case, overlap is just your normal thing, I think. All up means you call your defensive line up forward, which means they'll move forward with you. And then you have wing attack, which is essentially just a normal, it's just like overlap, except you get anyone that's going along the sidelines will get bonuses to their dribble. So generally, if you have nothing better to do, always do wing attack, because wing attack doesn't cost any extra. Some of the special formations that are special offense and defense strategies cost guts for everyone involved, but in this case, it's free, so you can always do wing attack. It's better than nothing. It's always good. It gives you like a 10 bonus to your skill, which is, it's okay. It's like a free item almost. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and do a cross. What a cross is when you do a pass immediately across from the sidelines near the goal. If it's successful cross, that means it cannot be intercepted at all. So, it's good stuff. I can do Thunderclap Gale, but you're technically not supposed to have this move yet, so I'm just going to do a volley shot. Some things you might notice is my stats are actually, my skills are actually higher than usual. That's because I have the bonuses from high ball and low ball applied at the moment. In this case, it's high ball. The goalie tried to challenge the ball, which means she tried to jump, failed, and so I got a free shot. Alright, score a first goal. Every time you hit either a halftime, score a goal, or get fouled, you can change your stuff. Also, if you knock the ball out of bounds, you can also get this opportunity to change your team data. Note, you can change things like your positioning and stuff. You can also swap out characters for substitutes, but if you do that, the person you swap out cannot be swapped back into the game. So be careful about that. Okay, let's resume the match. And they get the ball because I was the one that scored. It's just like Blood Bowl, where whoever scores ends up being put on defense again. The arrow keys allow you to move while the opposing team has the ball, or when you have possession of the ball. So you can either look at the pretty pictures, but it's pretty much just going to be that person dribbling. So what you need to be looking at is the numbers. The yin-yang ball is where the ball is. Yin-yang ball. I mean yin-yang orb is where the ball is. Hey, cool, you intercepted. Alright. Well then, we'll just keep moving forward. Alright. Now, this is my options whenever I have possession of the ball. I can either pass, I can dribble, I can shoot, or I can 1-2. The 1-2 I've already explained. Shooting, it's pretty self-explanatory. Dribble is try to dribble past them while they tackle. And then you have pass. If you ever have anything text that's in yellow, that means you have special abilities for that skill. In this case, it's pass. So, Rainbow Pass. Rainbow Pass, deliver! Yeah, nothing short of maybe Misty and Wriggle will be able to stop that pass. Can't get Aya to move forward. Oh well. I guess I'll just go with what I got. Okay, this time it's a low ball. It's pretty much still the same stats. Do a regular volley shot. Strong volley. That means you can sometimes kind of crit with your shots, in which case it just gives you a bonus. So if you get a strong volley or strong shot, it means it's a crit. Alright, keep going. I really like the music in this game. The cutscenes are also pretty fun. I mean, that's pretty much the main appeal for the game for most people, is just the awesome cutscenes. Okay. The reason I'm not really doing much with Aya besides just passing to her is just to save guts, because if she's moving without the ball, it doesn't cost her anything. I have better intercept, so I'm going to try to intercept the ball. Yep, passing, try to intercept. Failed it. Oh well. There's Wriggle. Alright, Cirno, let's try this again. I'm more than enough for you. Damn it, don't treat me like an idiot. And it doesn't... looks like she was dribbling again. Yep. After all those things, nice things I said about you, Cirno. Oh. What she did is a fake. But it didn't... It said she succeeded, but she actually didn't, because it didn't do anything to my goalie. If it did, it would have said my goalie was off balance, or a little shaky. Which, didn't happen. Okay, she did a normal shot. I'm just gonna do a special save. Which is the rolling save. And got it. You might notice that number 11 goes a lot faster, because that's Aya, and she's awesome like that. Alright, I'm just gonna pass directly to her. She was outside the goalie box, so it wasn't an air ball this time. And I'm just gonna run it in. I'm gonna do Wind God's Fan. This is the move she does start with. This is Ginsoku's fastest shot. Yeah, she tried to block, I got knocked away. In most cases, it's gonna, if you're dealing with generics, it's gonna knock them away. In most cases, even with higher level characters, unless they're really, really specialized in blocking shots, they will get knocked away. Alright, scored another goal. That time was a ground shot. AI likes to pass back to their back lines for some reason, and it seems to work for them. Like it, yeah. See, like it actually shot past my defensive line, my forward line. Tackle. I don't actually have enough to do a facial icicle anymore because I don't have enough guts. Oh, cool. I knocked the ball away, but it went straight to another player of their players. The music just changed because this half is about to end. Intercept. Tackle. Yeah, even if you predict it correctly, it's still stats that you're going up against and random number rolls and stuff like that. And for the most part, the AI will always use special strategies, so they usually always have bonuses to their dribble when they're going along the sidelines. Oh, failed this time. We're at no worries of failing this match. We're winning 3-0. Oh. She did a dummy, but it didn't succeed. I'll try to clear it. Now, this is special options that you get whenever you're dealing with a confrontation involving an air ball. You can either intercept it, which means you'll just try to grab the ball right then and there. If you succeed, you'll have possession of the ball. Follow means you're not, instead of doing any special things, you're just going to wait until see what the opponent does, and if they choose to intercept the ball, you'll be immediately in position to either tackle or intercept, like a normal ground ball. And then clear is where you try to clear the ball, where it... clearing, yeah. So clear is when you try to knock the ball away. Generally, you try to do it towards one of your, one of your teammates, but it's kind of random, so it can sometimes get cleared into an opponent's possession. I'm gonna go ahead and do clears, and I'll do an intercept. Knocked away. Oh, she's gonna do her special shot. Make you night blind. Oh, her special shot actually has the ability to knock you off balance, which is what happened with Diase. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to special save it anyway. When your goalie is off balance, their stats are lowered. Yep, she did it. Alright, 3-1. It happens. Oop. Wrong one. What is that? Okay, that's just a fairy. Oh, didn't succeed in that. I'll try to dribble. It's probably gonna fail. Nope, I made it. Okay, injury time. The way injury time works is it gives you a few extra ticks on the clock sometimes. It's usually based off how close the game is. So if you're winning like 5-0, it's gonna immediately end the next tick. But if it's really close, it's possible that you will just, the clock will run for a while. It's probably something that involves soccer, but I really don't know what it is. Strong volley. There you go. Good match. Wow, it's good. How long is this entry time gonna go? There it goes. Alright, we will begin the second half in the lead. So there you go. Good job, everyone. Keep it up in the second half, too. She'll always say that. And this is Mirabelle, if you didn't know. This is, I guess you can consider her a Touhou character, even though she's only a character in the soundtracks. Okay, just like before, you can change your team data and stuff like that. Something to note, when you in halftime, you get a chunk of your guts back. So, yeah. So Cirno actually has enough to do another facial icicle fall now, and Aya is pretty much full, so I can go all out next for the final half. Anyway, let's go ahead and cut it off here. I'm the Depressed Dior, and this is Touhou Soccer 2. See you guys in a bit.